And what our community is telling us, our scholars, our students, and the community that we serve at large, is that they expect us to have high standards of environmental and social governance. So we know from the university's strategy that a multidisciplinary approach to solving problems works best. And the finance team's working in partnership with a number of groups to make that happen. So we're working with the sustainability team, working with the Deputy Vice-Chancellor of Indigenous to build that Indigenous content into our supply chain, working with the modern slavery team to make sure that we've got modern slavery built into our supply chain, and of course the research community at large. Sustainable supply chain has to minimise our carbon footprint, it has to be socially responsible, cover things like modern slavery, and we're also working with the One Sydney Many People strategy to embed some Indigenous content into the university's procurement supply chain.
With my students, because of my deep love for plants, I've developed an app called Campus Flora. I'm using an Indigenous owned and operated business, NGNY. I'm able to bring in my love of plants, technology, and to be able to support an Indigenous business all in the one project. An extension of my commitment to teaching everybody about plants is the new curriculum garden. The role of the university is to support staff in being able to make decisions that are value-based. And all of our practices at the university, our research, our teaching and our outreach, any decisions we make based on core values. And I think some of those core values are definitely respectful interactions with our physical and our biological environment.
So since 2015, we've been measuring the carbon footprint of our listed equity portfolio. That measure in 2021 showed that the carbon footprint was 70% below a benchmark set in 2014. This year, we're looking to measure the total portfolio carbon footprint going back to 2010 to align it with the Paris Agreement. On an annual basis, our external consultant, Mercer, assesses the portfolio for various risks, including those for modern slavery and human rights. They use the ISS service for our listed portfolio to see whether there are any red flags for modern slavery. And so far, we've had none of those red flags emerge for any of our portfolio.
We have worked closely with the university's modern slavery team within the Office of the Provost and the Deputy Vice-Chancellor. We have continued to take a sector-leading approach, and most recently, we contributed to the university's latest modern slavery statement. Here in procurement, we have implemented our modern slavery due diligence across our end-to-end procurement processes. We have also assessed 100 of our high-risk suppliers and trained our procurement colleagues, our contract managers, and suppliers themselves. We're also pleased to launch our new tile on Unibuy that is called Ethical, Sustainable, and Indigenous. This is like the one-stop shop where you can find all the products and services that will be impactful. We're also proud to be collaborating with our sector, the Australian Universities Procurement Network. Another exciting project is our work around Indigenous procurement and social procurement. By purchasing from Indigenous-owned enterprises, we can make a genuine difference to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples. We have launched new partnerships with Supply Nation and the New South Wales Indigenous Chamber of Commerce. This allows us to access directories of suppliers that are Indigenous-owned. It's inspiring to find pockets of social impact and sustainability already happening here on campus, including the Sydney Knowledge Hub.
For each of our members that come through the space, we actually run a space and community induction and instill some of the community values that we've got here. Part of that is highlighting the fact that we use Cool Coffee as a circular economy product, making sure that they're well aware of the fact that it's carbon positive. With our Muru office products as well, it's giving them insight into the fact that we make a conscious choice in purchasing from Indigenous suppliers as well.
So the call to action is for the finance community to become ESG champions and support the university and the university community in meeting our sustainability goals.